Hey, what's up, amateur radio operators? Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Johnny, and my amateur radio call sign is Whiskey 5 Kilo Victor. Well, I'm getting ready to head to something called Quartzfest next month, which is a gathering of RVs and hams from all over the country near a town called Quartzsite, Arizona. And basically, it's just a get together of hams who love doing things outdoors, ham radio outdoors, sort of MCOM, off grid, if you will, type thing, where they hold all sorts of classes on amateur radio topics, RV maintenance, Starlink, you name it. There's probably 40 or 50 different classes that are planned next year, and I'm hoping to take my RV down there and camp for a few nights and hang out with some other ham radio operators, make some contacts, and just have some fun and relax down in Arizona for a few nights. Nonetheless, I wanted to get my VHF UHF radio installed in my Class C motorhome before I head down there, so I can have something that I can talk to other hams with besides a handy talkie and be limited blocking my signal with my RV. An HT probably would suffice, but I want to have something with a little bit more power. And as such, many of you know on an RV already, you're kind of limited to the areas that you can install an antenna on. I have a Class C, which is pretty much a metal Ford cab, a E450 cab, and then the rest of it is the motorhome portion. And there's really nowhere to put it up on the roof of the RV. It would be too tall. I would probably hit everything with it. I probably could put one of those diamond fold-over mounts up on the roof, but alas, I have nothing to attach it to up on the roof. So we're going to go with this old lip mount antenna that I've had for several years. I took this off of my truck that I no longer have, and I still have it. This is the Super Gainer by Diamond antenna. This is the K400, and again, this is a lip mount. This allows you to mount a ham radio antenna basically on a location on your vehicle, anywhere you can clip this. This basically clips onto a portion of your body, whether that be the hood, your trunk, a door opening, what have you. I'm not sure. All vehicles are different, so anywhere you can basically get these lips on a piece of sheet metal. There are some set screws here that allow you to basically cinch this thing up against the body, and it comes with this little aluminum strip right here that you place between the set screws and your body panels, so the set screws don't damage your sheet metal any, because you want to make sure you have this on there, because if not, these will dig into your sheet metal quite a bit. So that goes in there just like that, and then you tighten the set screws down, and then you've got yourself a pretty sturdy antenna mount. Definitely better than a mag mount. Now, the primary purpose of this video that I wanted to experiment with, if you hop online, sometimes people will tell you, oh, you need to scrape the paint wherever you put this thing, and other folks will tell you you don't need to scrape the paint because of skin effect and such, and this thing will have a capacitive coupling effect to to your car, the sheet metal, whatever it is. Now, conventional wisdom tells me that an electrical connection is there's nothing that would replace a mechanical connection, and the idea with a mobile antenna is to bring the impedance down as low as possible. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I don't think that paint is a very good conductor of RF or electricity, for that matter. So what I want to do is I want to go put this thing on my Class C without scraping any paint on the hood, up near the hood on the cab, just right in front of the driver's position, and then hook it up to my antenna analyzer and see what it looks like. See where the resonance is, see what the SWR looks like, and then what I want to do is take this off, scrape the paint where this makes contact underneath the hood, maybe put a very thin line of dielectric grease, and then after that we're going to seal it up with some clear nail polish. This is a trick that is used by other hams out there. This will basically prevent rust from forming on that area that you may have exposed all the bare metal on. So yeah, that's my experiment on this, really, is I want to see if scraping the paint for one of these types of mounts actually, makes a difference. For those of you wondering what this antenna is, this is a Larson 270 antenna. I'm not sure exactly which model. It looks like basically a quarter wave on 2 meters, maybe a little bit shorter, not sure exactly. But this is a Larson NMO antenna, and it screws on here just like this. So you can use any NMO antenna you want with this mount right here. Before scraping the paint, the antenna was badly mismatched. SWR was 4.6 to 1 with a lot of reactance showing up. That tells us the antenna doesn't have a good RF ground reference through the mount. After removing the paint, the SWR dropped to around 3 to 1 and the reactance moved much closer to where it should be. That tells us that the antenna is now coupling better to the vehicle, and once the ground was fixed, extending the whip by about a centimeter or two brought the antenna right into resonance. So the takeaway here, bonding first and tuning second. Hey ham radio operators, just wanted to say thanks for watching the video today. I hope you learned something about grounding and bonding your antenna on your mobile setup. I also hope to see some of you at Quartzfest next month. It's going to be a blast. Until next time, I'll say 7-3.